Sup? Yo, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be making a beat by sampling a melody. I personally love to sample, so we're gonna be sampling this little melody here. I found this on Splice, which was really dope. And I thought, yo, let's make a quick ass beat because I want to play some League of Legends. Because every Christmas, like, I just chill. I get in this really lazy mode where I just play video games and just relax and just don't do anything. But I still kind of feel inspired to make beats. So I still wanted to sneak one in for you guys. So we're just gonna make a super fucking lazy, chill ass, super quick beat, bro. A sample beat. Yeah. How to sample in FL Studio. Oh. I got these jazz cymbals and now I put those jazz cymbals below it because I really like this jazzy live drum feeling and I think it adds a lot to it. I like snares and I like to like pair them with other sounds. So enjoy, for example, putting a snare together with a clap. Baby, she dynamite, she down the side, she the sky, she dynamite, she dynamite, she been night, she been the right, she been the right, she been light, she see the light, I see the light. Dude, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of kind of reminds me of like when I was little. I used to play Banjo-Kazooie. This is like a really cool video game, and it really reminds me of that sound, bro. I should do a video where I sample Banjo-Kazooie, bro. Like, it reminds me of that. You're like super young and you're into video games and you watch a video game and it's just like, it just sucks you in the whole way. Like, you're completely sucked into the video game and you can't let go of it. And you're like, whoa, this is amazing, and it's so hard too. I remember Banjo-Kazooie was hard as fuck for me, bro. I couldn't play Banjo-Kazooie for shit. It was so hard. And I just hated that game, but I loved it at the same time. And it's such a cool vibe, man. This reminds me of this, bro. I'm going to add this little flute here. Before I go into the outro, I want to talk about sampling. Listen, so here's my perspective on sampling. I used to sample shit tons when I was younger, when I started making beats. As soon as I learned how to sample, I started sampling shit tons. because I love these old school hip hop beats, you know, like I grew up on like real old school hip hop stuff, like German old school hip hop, and we would sample shit tons of like sounds. And then I got into like Joey Badass and the pro era vibes, and like it was all sampled and everything, so I always wanted to sample. But then I went through this phase where I was like, yo, sampling is stupid, I should learn how to make my own melodies. Oh my god, all these artists just want beats that aren't sampled. And kind of like this phase where you think, oh, when you sample, it kind of feels like you're not making the song. It kind of feels you don't deserve all the credit for it because somebody else made the melody or something. And I totally had that phase, bro. And then I went in and I only did my own melodies. Like I only did my own stuff. I was like a sampling Nazi, so to say. I was like an own melody dude. I was like, phew, only own melodies. But the problem is when you say I only sample, like you lose out on so much of your creativity. And when you say I'm not gonna sample at all, you lose out on all these great songs, bro. There's so many great fucking songs out there, bro. And eventually I came to a point now where I say I love to sample, so I'm gonna sample, and I love to make my own melodies, so I make my own melodies, and I kind of combine the two. And that's really when my beats started to become the beats that I always wanted to make, you know, like being able to play your own samples while also utilizing sampling. So the sampling is coming from a very pure place, a place where you don't need to sample, but you want to sample. And it's almost like when you're in a relationship with like a girl and you don't need the girl, but you really want the girl. You know, like it's like you're fulfilled, and you can do without it, but you just do it for fun. And that's when shit gets fun. So I want to make a video on sampling. I personally think you can sample the shit out of everything. And yeah, I mean, Jay Dilla was known for sampling. He didn't give a fuck what he sampled. He didn't give a fuck. If he liked it, he just made it. And Dilla is one of my greatest like idols in a way of beat making and stuff. Nuja Best sampled shit tons, bro. At least for Dilla, I know that he was able to play keys. He had musical knowledge, but he still loved sampling because there's something about it that is so crazy. Don't feel ashamed for sampling. Also, don't just oversample and learn how to like play your melodies. The goal really lies when you can do both, bro. That's it. With that being said, Merry Christmas everyone, stay wavy, and I'll see you tomorrow with another video. Let's go.